Hey guys, it's TheRyanshand here and welcome to episode 60 of my gaming pickups. I have got tons of stuff to show you. Basically, I was out shopping today, the 1st of June, with my girlfriend in time. We went around Cash Converters, CEX and Game, just picking up some stuff. But that's not what I'm going to show you in this video. That I'll save for the next episode. I've got some awesome stuff today, but I'll show you that in the next episode. Today I'm going to show you all the other things that I've been buying off of eBay, from Thainstone, the carboot sale, a couple of packages from fellow YouTubers, and yeah, just a fuck ton of stuff. So let's get started, and I'm going to start with the stuff. I'm basically just going to work from this side and work my way across, because if you can see down here, you can see all the crap I've got. So I'm going to start with a DVD. Let's just get this one out of the way. I was watching a film one morning while I was waiting to get ready for work. I just decided to sit down and watch a film. I had some spare time. And it was a film from the 60s. And it's called The Last Woman on Earth. And this is fucking ace. It's about like a disease that destroys all life on Earth, bar for 2 men and 1 woman. One of the guys is married to the woman, so obviously there's a bit of confrontation there. And I just think it's a really great film. I'm not a massive fan of black and white movies. Some that I absolutely love. But this is a film that I definitely am going to sit down and watch. It's really great fun to watch it, really, to be honest. I like films that are limited cast members, sort of set in the same place. Because you can get a real good feel about the movie and about what the directors and the actors are trying to do. But this is a great movie and well worth picking up if you're into old films. Right, and another DVD is X-Files Season 1. In episode 59, I think it was, I showed you the X-Files DVD box sets that I picked up. I was missing Season 1, Season 2 and Season 9. But I got this one off at eBay, and this cost me, I think it was £2.99, and it was about £3.50 postage or something like that. Came just in an envelope, so I'm surprised it got here in one piece, to be honest, but a little bit scuffed. But it's all there, so I'm happy with that. Quick reminder, Last Woman on Earth cost me 99p, so I couldn't go wrong with that. But yeah, so that's X-Files Season 1, so I just need to get Season 2 and Season 9 out of the way, and that'll be me. Right, moving on to the games, because this is what you want to see, I'm sure. I picked up quite a lot of games off of eBay, and did pick up I did pick up one game off of Gumtree, and it's a Snes game. It's a loose cart, and that is Killer Instinct. I've had this for ages. She wanted £2 for it, so I wasn't going to argue with her. I thought, it's a fair enough deal. Loose cart, I'm not really going for box Snes games. There's absolutely no way I can afford that. But if I can find Snes games kicking about the place, then I'll pick them up. It's in really good condition. The label's mint. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever, and I really like this black cart. I think it's really, really groovy. So yeah, that's awesome. So it's like a fighting game. So I look forward to testing that out when I pull out the old Snes. See how we get on with that. So £2 for that, couldn't go wrong. And yeah, so that was the only deal that I picked up off Gumtree. Excuse me. But I did pick up some stuff from eBay, as I've mentioned. I picked up a Game Boy Advance game. And this was one of the games that I wanted to get for a long time, but I was really disappointed with the condition that it arrived in. The seller listed it as mint condition, and I'll just show you it. It's complete in box Castlevania. It is not mint condition, as you can see. It's been crushed badly. It was very poorly packaged, and it became a victim of the old Royal Mail, handling on their packages. And it's completely and utterly fucked. So I was really, really disappointed with that. So I messaged the seller immediately saying, look, you haven't packed it properly. The game's been crushed, because it was just in an envelope. Little tiny wee bubble wraps in the envelope, but it was really just absolutely destroyed. I've actually had to hammer it back into as good a shape as it's in now, because it was completely flat. But yeah, so I just said to the seller, look, I'm not happy with it. I'd like to return it for a full refund, because I paid, it was £9.99. And it was £3 postage. £3 postage. Come on, put it in a better envelope. You know what I mean? But the seller was very nice to me. She says, I am so sorry about that, and that one just sort of slipped me by. Have a full refund and keep the game as a way of an apology. And I just thought, fair dues. You know, I didn't ask for a refund in that way and to keep the game. But, you know, they gave me a refund and said for me to keep the game and left me good feedback. So I thought, you know, that's nice of you, you know. I mean, mistakes can happen, but I was really disappointed because I did want it in nice condition. So, but yeah, it's all complete. It's got the manual. It's even got the little inner tray there. And I've been playing the fuck out of this game and I absolutely love it. It's really, really difficult. But it's fantastic. I'm really getting drawn into Castlevania at the moment, and I wish I could afford the games on the NES, but they're just so expensive. But yeah, so I'm hooked on playing that on well, I'm playing it on the 3DS at the moment. No, I'm not playing it. What the hell am I talking about? I'm playing it on my Advance SP. Sorry, I don't know where I got the 3DS from there. But yeah, so I'm playing it on my Advance SP, and it's working like a dream. Right, moving on. I got an N64 game off of eBay. I actually got 2 games off of eBay, but one I've already sent to my friend Mercs5551. Go and check him out if you haven't. Link to his channel below. He hasn't put a video up on it yet, but hopefully he will do soon. But I actually bought the lot for this game in particular. The lot cost $14.99. Can't remember the postage. I think it was about $5 or something. But the game is Mario Tennis on the N64, and it's boxed and complete. It's in fairly nice condition, bar this little bubble at the bottom, just seems to be sticking out. It's boxed and complete with manual, like I say. I'm pretty much going for any Mario game that I can find boxed, and I'll pick it up, you know, because they're not easy to find at a good price. And this game's really difficult to get boxed, so I'm really pleased with that. I've also got a loose manual for this game somewhere, because I actually bought the manual a while ago. But this one's actually got, I think it's got the manual in it. Yeah, this one's got the manual in it. So if anybody wants a loose manual for this game, let me know and I'll post it your way. But yeah, really happy to get this one in my collection. She didn't list it as mint, so I wasn't that bothered about the little bubble. And you can see it in the photo anyway, so I wasn't going to argue. Right, moving on, as you do. I'm going to go for the NES, because I have picked up some NES games. I've been speaking to my mate Retro Dave Nintendo on Facebook, and he's been advising me that I should really go for loose cart NES games, because obviously the prices of boxed games at the moment are just going through the roof and I cannot afford them, which is really annoying for me because I've got quite a lot of boxed NES games. I've got a couple of loose carts as well, but I just going for loose carts when I wanted a full box collection is annoying, but financially it's not feasible. So I think I'm going to be going for loose carts. But I do have a couple of boxed games here that I managed to pick up quite cheap, so I was happy. But this first game was a package from my friend Labosu77. I believe it's 77. I could be completely wrong. I think it is, actually. If it's not, link to his channel anyway and I'll correct it there. But he's an absolutely decent guy. I absolutely love watching his videos and talking to him. You know, we message each other every now and again. And he found this game, Adventures of Lolo 2, in a charity shop. As you can imagine, I was uber jealous. But he picked it up, I think it was for 25p. And I says to him, oh, you know, because he wanted to get rid of it, he wasn't needing it. But obviously when you see NES games, pick them up because they're so hard to find. And there's definitely people on here that will buy them off you. So yeah, so that's what he did. He picked it up. And he says, you know, £1.50 and I'll post it your way. And I said, yeah, I cannot complain with that. So we're really happy with that. This game can fetch quite a bit more on eBay. You're talking roughly upwards about £9 to £15 roughly for this game. But it's really, really nice. It's the first one that came out in the PAL region. The Adventures of Lolo 1 didn't come out in the PAL region. So I'm going to need to get a loose cart of that from America. The third one did come out in the PAL region. So I'm looking for that one. But this one's absolutely awesome. So £1.50 from Labosu. So thank you very much, mate. Top bloke. And I'm well chuffed to own it. I haven't tested it yet. He said the pins were quite dirty on the game, but they look absolutely fine to me. So I'll just give it a quick brush up. I need to clean some of the gunk off the cart. And there was a massive pen mark, he said, on the label. But Labosu, you've done absolutely fantastic in getting that off, because I can't see it anywhere. I can see the indentations on the label, but aside from that, there's no ink there, so I'm happy with that. You know what I mean? And I'll just sit on the shelf like that anyway, so that's cool. So thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. But like I say, I did get a couple of boxed NES games. I did a sale with Monkey Spaz 5000. He sent me some money for some PS1 games. And basically all the money he sent me, I spent on these two games. So he sent me 30 quid, and these two games cost £30 together. So first up is Fester's Quest, boxed and complete in really nice condition. I bought this because I absolutely love the Addams Family, and of course Fester's in that. It's not a great game by all accounts, but it's a game that I really wanted to play on the NES, so I'm really happy to own it. It did initially cost £19, but the seller refunded me £5 because they didn't package it properly, and it's sort of coming away at the bottom, and it's a bit marked around the tops here. He never mentioned that in his description, so I just said to him, look, you know, your description wasn't accurate, because he listed it as mint, you know, and he gave me £5 back, so it only cost me £14, really, so that wasn't too bad. Like I say, really happy to own it. It's boxed and complete, with manual and game, obviously, and yeah, so that's another boxed NES game to the collection, so very happy with that. And the next one I got was Tailspin. Boxed and complete, as you can see, in fairly nice condition. Can't really complain about it. The seller didn't really describe the condition that well to me, but it only cost £11. The only problem with it, and he never mentioned this in the description, which was annoying me, is that the cart is just cart in there. There's no dust sleeve at all, but that is the only thing that's pissed me off a little bit about this game. But really, that's just me moaning, because I've got spare dust sleeves kicking about the place anyway. So that cost £11. Very happy with that. I've got the game on the Mega Drive, but you know, I like my 8-bit games, and especially Disney games. You know, absolutely top notch. So I'm really happy to have this in the collection. That's probably going to be one of the last boxed NES games I ever pick up, because the prices on them are just getting astronomical. But if I do find them cheap, I'll pick them up. But I don't think I'll be going down the box route anymore. I think I'll probably be going loose cart. If I can get loose cart with manual, that might satisfy my OCD a little bit, but we'll see. But we'll see what happens. You never know. Right, moving on. I got another package off of a YouTuber. Now, he gave me this ages ago. I completely apologise, mate. But he sent me. This is off Handheld Retro, by the way. Game Gear game, fantastic Dizzy. Box has been crushed to fuck, but I don't care. He sent me it for free, which is absolutely awesome of him. It's got the manual and the game in there, which is really cool. So yeah, haven't played it yet, but I'm definitely going to be giving this a go soon. And he also sent me a jumper pack for the N64, which is absolutely awesome. And I'm going to be sending this actually to Amuro White Demon, because I posted an N64 to him. He won my competition, and it didn't have an expansion pack in it, but you can use a jumper pack as well. So I'm going to be sending this to Amuro White Demon when I get an opportunity to. So if you're watching, dude, this is coming to you. Jumper pack. So thank you very much, Handheld Retro. That's much appreciated of you, my man. Moving on to games that I bought at Thainstone. This was a couple of weeks ago now. I bought PS2 game, The Simpsons game. Never played it before. I love my Simpsons, so I'm interested to see how this game actually plays. It is boxed and complete. It's in really good condition. Only cost me £1, so I couldn't say no to that. It was the only pickup I had that day from Thainstone. It was raining really badly, and there wasn't any games whatsoever, but just as we were leaving, we seen this one, so I thought, you know, why not pick it up? At least I've made my day's efforts to get to Thainstone hasn't been in vain, so it's all good. But yep, so that's the Simpsons game for £1. We also went to a charity shop in Inverurie, where I picked up, what did I pick up? Yeah, I picked up these 3 PS2 games. I actually picked up a DS game, Elite Beat Agents, but I sent that to Woodland37. Link to his channel below as well. He's a fucker, that one. He's a dodgy fucker, like. Carl, you know exactly what I mean. Only joking. But yeah, so I picked up some PS2 games, That's a little bit of banter back and forth with me and Carl there, in case you're wondering why I'm being so mean. But like I say, I picked up some PS2 games. They were marked at, I think it was 99p each. So I thought, what the fuck, I'll just pick them up. Call of Duty 2, big red one. It is boxed and complete. Really good condition. Commando Strike Force. Boxed and complete again. In really nice condition again. And Grand Prix Challenge. Now, I haven't played much Grand Prix games on the PS2. But I'm looking forward to playing this one. And that's boxed and complete as well. And in 99p, you know what I mean, couldn't really go wrong. So $2.97 for all those games. So quite happy to get those out of a charity shop. So that was awesome. And then I got, a week later at Thainstone, I went back and my favourite seller was there. Basically, this person sells a ton of Game Boy games. And then every week I've been picking up Game Boy games. And this is an amalgamation of the 2 weeks, I think that I went there, that she was there. And I basically picked up all the games off of her that I didn't have already. So, starting with, and they're all, I think they were £1 each, all £1 each. Apart from a couple at the back, but I'll tell you what they were. First up is PGA European Tour. I love this game. I actually have completed it already. It's one of those addictive games that you sit down and you play, you don't think you're ever going to like, but I absolutely love this game. Golf games on the Game Boy are fantastic games. Definitely worth picking them up. Especially if you're not that much into sports games, but you want to branch out your Game Boy collection. You can get these really, really cheap, and they are well worth it. A lot of fun to play. Next up was PGA Tour 96, another very good game. Played it for about 5 minutes, but I'm enjoying it, getting used to the controls of it. The meter for hitting the golf club seems to go a little bit quicker on this one, but it's a nice game to have anyway. Picked up another game, Zool, on this nice green cart. I do believe this is a pirate. I don't know if you can see the label there. It does look a little bit skew-if, but it works fine, and it is Zool, so I'm happy with that. So for £1, can go wrong. Primal Rage, absolute classic fighting game on the Mega Drive back in the day. I think it was on the Snes as well. I don't think anybody doesn't know what Primal Rage is, to be honest. But never played the Game Boy version of this, so picking this one up was really, really good. Really happy to own it. Played it for about 5 minutes. Got my ass absolutely handed to me, as you do. But really happy to own this one, so great that that's in my collection. Another game picked up was Looney Tunes. Played this game quite a bit, and it is in very, very good condition actually. And I absolutely love it. I'm loving these like animation games at the moment. They're just absolutely grabbing me, and especially on the Game Boy, it's a lot of fun. Next up, NBA Jam Tournament Edition. This is the only one that I'm struggling to get to work, so I'm going to have to take this one apart, really clean the pins, and get stuck into this one and see if I can get it going. But aside from that, happy it's in the collection. 4-in-1 Fun Pack Volume 2. I think I've got a 4-in-1 Fun Pack Volume 1. I'm not entirely sure. I think it was on the red label. But I do have another one of these somewhere. But this one is a lot of fun to play. I really enjoy playing Solitaire on it. Been playing that quite a lot. Never played Cribbage. Dominoes. Who doesn't know Dominoes? And Yacht, I think it is. Didn't try that one. Just tried Solitaire, but it works fine. So I'm happy with that. Next up, another golf game, because you can't go wrong with them. Jack Nicklaus Golf. Not as much fun as the PGA Tour ones, have to say, but it is a good game, and I completed it, and I really enjoyed it. Turok 2, Seeds of Evil, for the Game Boy Color. It's Turok. What can I say? Good game. George Foreman's KO, because you've got to pick this one up if you see it. Classic boxing game. Battleship. I love Battleships. Absolutely love it. When me and my girlfriend go on holiday to Poland, we take a little miniature travel battleships thing with us. and we just sit and play that. So I've been playing this and it's absolutely fantastic, so I'm loving it at the moment. I actually beat the computer with that as well. Another one, Godzilla the series, Monster Wars. I thought this was a pirate. I don't know why I thought it was a pirate. Actually, because the label at the bottom here sort of is cut off, which is a little bit dodgy. But it works fine, and it is the game, so I can't complain about that. And that's the thing with the Game Boy. A lot of the games can be like pirate copies, but they seem to work fine. So you never really know fully what's a pirate copy and what's not. But it works fine, and it's a pretty shit game, to be honest with you, but it's in the collection. Another game, Toy Story 2. Couldn't go wrong with this one. I love Toy Story, and actually this was one of the games actually out of that bundle that I picked up that my girlfriend said she wanted to get. She wasn't happy with me buying all the rest of them, but you know, I was happy to get that one in the collection, so that's cool. Moving on now. A proper Game Boy Color game, Scrabble. Yeah, can't go wrong with that. And it's not an easy one to find either. Try checking that out on eBay. I don't know what it's like now, but I typed in Scrabble Game Boy Color. It came up with one of them, and it was priced at $19.99, just cart only. So I'm pretty sure that was just a one-off, but I think I may have done well on that one. I don't know, we'll see. And finally, this one I actually paid a little bit more for. It does tend to fetch a little bit more on eBay, but it's a good game, and I paid £4 for this one off of her, and it's Tetris Blast. Not an easy game to get cheap, but nice game to have for the collection, and it's a lot of fun. Also picked up a couple of Game Boy Advance games. This one I picked up I wasn't expecting to enjoy, but I actually really do, and it's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Wrath of the Dark-Haired King. I fully recommend you get this game. I sat down and I started playing it and I couldn't stop playing it. It's so much fun. It's really, really good. It's like a side-scrolling, like, I wouldn't say like a platformer kind of thing, but you go around killing vampires and shit, and you got little obstacle courses to get through. It is really good. Definitely check this one out if you can find it cheap. I wouldn't spend a lot of money on it, but definitely check it out if you can find it. The next one is a Game & Watch Gallery Advance. I actually paid £2 for this one. As you can see, it's marked on the back. £2. So yeah, I'm wanting to get some Game & Watch games, but they just seem to go for far too much money that I'm willing to part with at the moment. But there is a couple of Game & Watch games I want to get that you might see on my channel very soon if I can pick them up cheap. Well, cheaper than they normally go for anyway. But yep. But for just now, I'm happy to have them on the Game Boy Advance. So yeah, so that was the Game Boy games that I got off of Thainstone. I did pick up a couple off of eBay. The first lot I picked up off of eBay was a 2-game lot, and this cost me, I think it was $2.99, and it was only £2.50 postage, which wasn't that great, but didn't really bother me. First up is Tetris DX, which I already have, but this isn't the game that I wanted out of the lot. But this one's up for trade or sale if anybody wants it. It's got a rip along the label at the front here, which is a bit annoying. So if anybody shows interest, it'll be coming your way. But the game that I wanted out of that lot was this one, and it is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Fall of the Foot Clan. I've never played this game before, and I love my Turtles games, so I'm looking forward to checking out this one and seeing what it's like. There's another couple of them on the Game Boy that I want to pick up as well, so I'll be looking to get those as soon as possible. But this game's really, really good. It's in nice condition. It started to yellow a little bit at the back, which is a little bit annoying. But you know, you can get like spare Game Boy games and just swap the backs off them if you like, if you're that particular about it. The front of it's fine, the label's fine. It's from America, but it's in really good condition, and I'm really happy to own that. Right, this is a long ass video, I do apologise guys. Next up is another Game Boy game and manual, and that is DuckTales. Picked that one up off eBay a while ago. Cost me $4.99 and it was free postage, which I thought was a steal. But the manual is in absolutely mint condition, and the game as well looks like it's never been used. There's no scratch at all on the label that I can see. and it's in really good condition. So we'll just take out the plastic case, nice and grey on the back, which is what you want to see from your Game Boy games. And DuckTales is a really good game. Anyway, it's fantastic on the NES. Haven't played it yet on the Game Boy, but I hear it's brilliant, so I'm really happy with that. And for $4.99, you can't go wrong. This game can fetch a lot more on eBay, so more than happy to get that in my collection. And last game I picked up, this was actually $1.99, and it was £1.50 postage. If it went for any more, I definitely wouldn't have picked it up. But it's a game that I wanted to get in the collection, just gets out of the way. And it's another game and manual, and that is Tesserae, which is sort of like a tile puzzle kind of game, which is a lot of fun. The manual's in really good condition. I'll show you the game. There's a game there. Label hasn't got a scratch on it, which is awesome. And your grey backing, which is cool. Yeah, it's like a tile puzzle kind of game. You just sort of like, I'm not sure if you swap tiles around or you need to take tiles out. I'm not entirely sure because I haven't played it yet. But it does look interesting, and my girlfriend will definitely give this one a go because she absolutely loves her puzzle games. So yeah, so for $1.99 and $1.50 postage, Tesserae on the Game Boy. Right, so that completes the Game Boy games that I got. But the video's not over yet. So just in case you were wondering, because I got a stack of GameCube games. Check these bad boys out. First up is Bloody Roar Primal Fury. It's boxed and complete. I bought this one for $2.99 off of eBay and it was free postage. There wasn't a picture for the game, they just said it was in good condition. So I thought, you know, what the hell, we'll take a punt with it. And yeah, it's still got half the sticker that says no product contained in this box, which I thought was kind of cool. But yeah, so awesome, awesome, awesome. And the next bundle of games was actually a job lot of games. So these were all like one massive GameCube job lot, and I'm just going to fire through them quickly and tell you what I paid for them at the end. First up is Taz Wanted. I love the Tasmanian Devil, absolutely love Taz. So that is boxed and complete. Don't have many Taz games actually, so yeah, that's sweet as. Boxed, you know, in really nice condition. Universal Studios Theme Park. You'll have seen in my on the road pickups video that I did, episode 1. I actually already got this game in a bundle, but it was missing its manual and it wasn't in very good condition. But this one's in really stonking condition, so I think I'm going to swap this one into the collection and move the other one out. So if anybody wants that one, let me know. Sega Soccer Slam, because I hear everybody talking about it and they keep saying this is a fantastic game. I don't know, haven't tried it yet, but it's in good condition. All the discs don't even have a scratch on them either, so which is really, really cool. WrestleMania 18, which I already have. Boxed and complete, so if anybody wants it, let me know. Soul Calibur 2. Trying to pick up as much of these Soul Calibur games as I can, because I find out as well that the characters differ from each game, like each system. So in this one it's got Link from The Legend of Zelda, which is awesome. So yeah, which is really cool. Seen Cajones Galore do a gameplay of it, and it fucking looks the shit, put it that way. It looks better than the PS2 version anyway. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. I don't have the bongos or nothing, but it's boxed and complete. And last is Donkey Konga. Donkey Konga. Can't go wrong with that. Also unboxed and complete. So I got this job lot for Woodland. You're going to absolutely destroy me in a text message or a Facebook message, I'm sure. But I got this job lot and it was bidding for a grand total of £9. And I think it was roughly about £5 or £6 postage for all that. So pretty much 14 quid for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. Absolutely awesome. So really happy to get that. Anyway guys, thanks very much for watching my bumper episode 60 video. It's much appreciated and I hope you really enjoyed the video. Please rate, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you think of anything that you've seen in the video or the video itself or whatever. And yeah, if you're interested in any of the games that I said was up for trade or sale, let me know. And we'll get something sorted out. So anyway guys, coming up to half an hour. oh my god, this is going to take me hours to upload, but never mind. It's all for you guys. So thanks very much for watching. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Ciao for now.